What is up, you guys? It's your girl Zurisha J, and you are listening and you are watching the Zurisha Show. Today, I have a special treat for you guys. We got a real OG in the building. We got Fraysher, boy. What is good?
Yeah. What's happening, Zurisha, man? Thank y'all for having me. Thank you. Praise.
Man, thank you for being here. You are you've made an impact in the industry. You've helped form the sounds of hip hop and Memphis. And you are an inspiration to a lot of people that's following in your footsteps.
Thank you. That means everything. Appreciate that.
Of course. And we're going to get right into it. So I know a lot of people know everything that you got going on as far as music wise and everything, and you got a few good projects and stuff coming up. But before we get into that, I want to get deep into who you are as a person and just who are you. And one thing I really wanted to ask you is about your first passion. So your first passion was basketball, and I want to know how were you even introduced to the sport?
Man, I'm from the hood. And that's how we really had to do it. It was the streets. So basketball, I always been a Michael Jordan fan. If you know me from my younger days, everything Jordan. I was always a fan of that man. And I ain't say I can play like him, but I got the passion. And it's just what I did. That's just what I did in the hood. I actually played high school basketball, and I played like 1 year of college basketball. It might don't look like it, but I used to do my thing.
Definitely. Do you got a favorite team?
Of course, the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay, you gonna stay with the home team. Okay. I don't know, because I feel like some people what do you like? I know people that are into their sports.
Yeah, I'm Memphis Grizzlies all day.
Okay.
For sure.
So you had a lot of stuff going on back when 3-6 Mafia was in the game, well, still in the game and everything like that. So one thing I want to ask you was, what's the first thing that you've learned in music? Like, what was the first lesson you've learned?
Be yourself. Always be yourself. Trends are overrated, and being yourself is what separates you from everybody else. And plus, everybody else has already took it. So, always stay true to yourself, stay true to your heart, and it'll come across that way to the audience. You know what I'm saying? You'll always stick out if you be yourself, because, man, following it never works. It never works when you follow. So just always stick to the script and do what you feel.
Okay. And your writing style, I like to call this writing style diary, only because your writing style, you relate everything to your life. You relate everything to other people's life and real true stories. So what is your thoughts on cap rapping for success?
Cap rapping?
Cap rapping.
You say cap rapping?
Yeah.
I never heard that. I'm gonna start using that lingo. I mean, like just lying in your raps and talking about this, that, and the other when you ain't about that. Listen. I'm gonna tell you something about cap rapping. When you cap rap, sooner or later the audience is gonna want to know, is this for real? So when you can't show them that you ain't about what you talking about, you're gonna be excluded right then and there. So that's why I say stay true to yourself. Because that's why I always wanted to come out. I knew this when I came out. Like, I didn't want to talk about stuff that I didn't have or didn't do. I always wanted to speak up for the people. You know how when you rap, they always talk about the jewelry, I'm balling, I got money. Okay, what about the people that ain't got all this? They can't relate to that. I always wanted to talk about the struggle. And, just like you said, what I've been through, what I've seen people go through, and what, people taught me. So I always wanted to stay grounded, and you'll relate to everybody, not just the people that got money and la-da-da-da-da. You'll relate to the people that don't have money too, and just, out there trying to get it, because everybody don't have it. So what you gonna do for them? So I always wanted to stay to that kind of You know what I'm saying? I guess substance when I write my music. I wanted to feel the pain of the people that don't have it. You know what I'm saying? I want them to feel me that way.
Perfect, perfect. Um, when you were in high school, we know that you were a basketball player, but what was your actual fondest memories?
Whoa. Gerald Levert. They call me Gerald Levert, Casanova. You know what I'm
Gerald
saying?
Levert.
I was latest man in high school. I played
Ooh.
basketball, but I always been on the women. I was one of them dudes. I stayed with something.
What was
I'm gonna
your
say that I stayed
pickup
with
line? You
something.
had any pickup lines?
Huh?
You had any pickup lines? Like what really got the ladies? Like what was you saying? Like,
My personality.
okay.
I think it was my personality because me, I can talk to anybody. I don't care as long as you talking, as long as you guys coming with some sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
can talk to a bum on the street and have the best conversation in the world. And a lot of people will walk past that bum, but I always realize that, you just got to hear people out and they might drop some gems on you that can change your life. I
Right.
always was that person that can talk to anybody. And I think my personality really shines. A lot of people think I'm mean because of the way I rap or the way I talk. And I'd be like, man, if you knew me, you wouldn't even, I'm different. Trust me.
Definitely, definitely. Um, okay, so in your career, I know you've had tours, you've had times on the road. Name
Wow.
us your craziest time that you had on the road.
Mm. Of course, it was with 3 6 Mafia. I remember the when I got this when I Scissor came out. We was on tour for that album where I was on tour with them, and that was actually before I really started rapping myself. I was like selling merch, and I was just on the road with them as friends and whatever. That was some crazy times, crazy times. Like that's when I really saw the impact of what you can do, you know what I'm saying, musically to, when it comes out to the audience. We had some crazy times I can't even talk about. But it was some of the wildest times. It was some of the wildest times I ever seen it. And I think that kind of molded me for today or for what was coming in the future. So I would say when I was on 3 6 Mafia tour, that was some of the wildest times. And we
Okay,
had a lot of
okay.
fun. Yeah.
That's dope. So everybody, you're okay. So you're notorious for this song right here. As far as what everybody knows, the white people, the old people, the young people, we know that you done received the whole Oscar for this
Yeah, man.
one song right here. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Crazy. I still pinch myself sometime, or I look at the footage and be like, wow, this shit really did happen. Like, when that came about, I didn't think, no, of course, nobody didn't know it was going to turn out that way. But rest in peace, John Singleton. I have done a lot of work with him. And Craig Brewer from Memphis. Craig Brewer, the director from Memphis. If you don't know Craig Brewer, he directed Hustle and Flow and Coming to America too. He done a lot of great work from Memphis. And Paul and Juicy called me to the studio to write this song, and John Singleton and Craig Brewer was there trying to get a song for Hustle and Flow. They just wanted me to write the lyrics. I think Project Pat was in prison at the time, so I really honestly think he would have got that opportunity if he wasn't in prison. But it was all God, I think. And when they called me to the studio to write the verse, everybody was just like, well, just write the song. And John Singleton was telling me about what the movie was about before it came out. And he was telling me it was a pimp that was an inspiring rapper, la da 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 da. He had 2 girls, one black, one white. The black girl was pregnant, which was Taraji. Even Taraji was there at this point. So I really was kicking it with him before they really blew up.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me about the movie. So the first thing that popped in my head, I said, the name of the song need to be "It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp." Because you're saying it's hard out here for a pimp. That's just what it need to be. And when he heard that, he said, that's it. He said, that's the need to be the name of the song. And when I figured out that he did the title and the name of the song, the rest was just autopilot. I wrote the lyrics from what he was saying about maybe 45 minutes, 2 verses. And hey, that's how it happened, and that's how it turned out to be. We still didn't know that it was going to go that far. Mm-hmm. And maybe after we did the song, the movie had came out, and next thing you know, I'm getting a phone call saying it's nominated for an Oscar, and we didn't even know what an Oscar was.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's still today in Memphis, people will walk up to me and be like, "Hey man, ain't you Fraysher boy? Congratulations on the Grammy." I be like, you downsizing me, bro. You just don't know. Oscar is a different league. But, you know, I understand, you know what I'm saying? They really don't understand the significance of what it is. But, yeah. We won that thing, and it was a surreal moment.
Right. Especially because there's a lot of Black actors who've been acting for years. They never even held an Oscar.
And I can tell you about that. I can tell you about that, too. Like, to be real, it was a lot of, when I was there at the Oscars, it was a lot of people happy. But there was a lot of people that wasn't, that live for this. And I can tell you another thing that is gonna blow your mind. Okay, I remember winning the Oscar. So we won the Oscar when Queen Latifah presented us with the Oscar on the stage. She like, you know, y'all won, bow. Hard out here for a pen won. The first person, when we was walking off the stage, I was looking straight ahead, walking forward. And it felt like a dream, but this is true. Will Smith was standing there.
Oh,
okay. I'm a big fan of Will Smith. I'm walking toward him. What's up, man? I love your work. Da 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 da. Okay, he didn't shake my hand. He was just standing there, just looking straight face like this. And I was like, what's up, man? I love your work. You know, grew up on you. And he looked in my face. And he said, congratulations to the men that won an Oscar before me, and walked the fuck off. I said, what the fuck? I swear to God, I couldn't even believe that happened. But it was a lot of, going back to what I was saying, there was a lot of people that was happy, but there was a lot of people that genuinely wasn't happy because, and I kind of feel it because they lived their life with it, and I won one by mistake.
Right.
I guess that's what it was, and they felt like these niggas coming up in here joking and playing, and I live for this. This is my life, you know what I'm saying? I get it, but it was cool. It was a cool moment. I got a lot of stories.
Definitely.
Oh, one more story.
What's up? I'm here for it.
Okay, I'm giving you these gems. I never told you this. Now, after when you win the Oscar, you know, you go to the Vanity Fair party. That's the first party you go to. It's called the Vanity Fair. That's where I met I'm talking about everybody was there. So when you walking around this party with an Oscar in your hand, they looking at you like, who the hell is this dude with this Oscar? So when I'm walking around the party, I see, okay, Chris Tucker come to me. Okay, then I look to the left, here come Mary J. Blige. Okay, then I look to the right, here come Venus Williams. And me, I'm from Memphis. I'm gonna say what's on my mind. So me, when I saw Venus, you know what I said to her? I said, hey, she ran into me like, I'm so proud of y'all, da, 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 da. I said, where your sister at? I'm a Serena fan. I'm crazy about Serena. I said, where your sister at? She thought I was joking. She said, here she come. Here come her thick ass running toward me. I said, oh, Lord. It is over with. And then, you know, they let me know that this shit was real. And then after the Vanity Fair party, we was with John Singleton, all us, me, Paul Juicy. We went to Prince's house. Okay. When we got to Prince's house, John Singleton went to the door and asked, could we come? He was telling him about, you know, they just won Oscar, this 3 6 Mafia. Da, da. Prince said, nah. He didn't let us in. He wasn't going. So I can at least say that I was denied by Prince himself.
Oh my gosh. Dang.
Oh yeah, man. I can tell you stories all day about this shit. But yeah.
And speaking about the Grammys, I'm not a Grammy. Speaking about the Oscar, it's actually in a museum right now. Yes.
Yeah. I got it in Memphis that what it's called. It's a Memphis museum that I forgot the name of it. Well, it's on the site. It's connected onto the Hard Rock Cafe in Memphis downtown on Bill. But it's a nice museum, and it's a lot of stuff in the museum. It's a lot of dope stuff. So it's on display in the museum because I feel like that people need to see that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a motivational piece. So instead of me having it collecting dust, so I let them, keep it for a couple years, and so people can really see what an Oscar is.
Dope. And I want people might not know this, but you're like a huge humanitarian as far as making sure you are a role model to other youths, and you actually go speak and all this other stuff. So really tell us, like, as far as that goes, what was the most impactful speech you gave, and where was it at?
The most impactful. Well, monthly I usually go to New York. It's this college called a New School. And I'm going through this. We have an education initiative off this project I did, documentary called Take Me to the River. I'm gonna go back to that. If you haven't seen it, it's a dope project. You can get it on Amazon. It was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still there. But I did it with this director called named Martin Shore out of San Francisco, California. Real good dude. And we have an education initiative off that project where we go talk to students about, the Memphis music culture and the Memphis history. And it was an impactful speech to me, but to me, it was more impactful that you have these young kids all over the world. I'm talking about kids in there from Russia, out of America, New York kids, white kids, black kids, all kinds of races, ethnics. And they are so intrigued and interested, and they know so much about the Memphis music culture. I'm talking about the older rappers like your Al Capones and people that they should know about. You're like, what? And that was more I'm gonna say that was more impactful to me, to know that we are so special to more people than we even think, even out of the country, that, just by our craft and what we do and what we've been doing, that they receiving it in that kind of way. So it just blows my mind when I do talk to them and they already know what's going on. So I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
So that's real dope to me, that they know, even people years before me that came out of Memphis and they know their music. So they just let you know that, what you're doing, you really have to be serious about it, because people are listening. Whether you think they are or not, they tuning in. So that's why I take this so seriously.
Definitely. And you have a lot of stuff in the making, in the works right now, and stuff that you've done. Before we get into that, I like to play a little game called Plead the Fifth, right? Okay. So it gives a chance for your fans to know a little bit of unorthodox questions about yourself,
Okay.
just for us to know a little bit more about you and your personality and how you operate,
I'm down
and
for
then
the
we're going to get into what you got for the fans.
Let's get it.
Okay, got 5 questions. And remember, you can always plead the fifth if you don't want to answer.
Say less.
All right. So question number 1. You're a daddy now. So what is the most funniest thing your daughter or son ever told you?
My son, I'm trying to see. He is both of them are comedians. That's going to be kind of hard. What did my son tell? I'm trying to think. I had to kind of go back. I'm gonna go to my daughter. Let me see. She probably said something recently that was funny. They both are characters. That's kind of hard because they say so much. I hate to plead the fifth because I know this. It's just so, I don't know. And then so when we stop talking about it, it'll pop up. That's what I'm saying.
You remember what it is.
Yeah. I can't think of it right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to plead the fifth. Maybe we'll come back.
Okay, we're going to come back. I'm going to ask you about it again if you remember.
Okay. Yeah.
Question number 2. What's the craziest, most psycho thing a woman ever did for your attention?
Oh, shit. I should plead the fifth for this one, but I'm not. Kids are not watching.
You said what?
Kids are watching, right? Maybe I should plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth on the second question too?
I'm just saying, like, that one, that's a wild one. Like, that.
Spill the tea.
Ooh, wee. Well, of course, she said she'll do whatever she wants. Whatever I want. So you can take that wherever you want that to go. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
And she meant whatever.
Okay.
But they just don't know. They don't do nothing for me. So if you do whatever I want, you'll do whatever any nigga want. So that's how I feel about that.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one cleaner. But you know, if you got a man, you know what I'm talking about.
Number 3, what is your favorite cereal?
Cereal, Fruity Pebbles.
I like Fruity Pebbles too.
Listen, Zurisha. I was at the grocery store yesterday, right? They got Fruity Pebbles ice cream. I took a picture of it. I sent it to I DM you. Listen, they got Fruity Pebbles ice cream.
Oh man.
It blew my mind. I didn't get it.
That blew mine too.
They got Fruity Pebbles ice cream, so check for it. But Fruity Pebbles is my favorite cereal, and Fruit Loops.
Okay, Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. You can't go wrong with Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles with me.
Okay. What young rapper that's a little fresh do you respect?
Moneybagg Yo.
Okay.
Big 30. Pooh Shiesty.
Okay.
Black youngster. It's a lot I can name because I know how hard it is to break out of Memphis. I know how hard it is. And the way they impacted the world and kept it going, I really respect it because I know how it can be. And I know how hard it is. And just get somebody to hear you, and they're making so much noise now. So I really respect those young cats. Just by being my Memphis family. And I'm not saying it just because they're from Memphis. I'm just saying about I know a lot of their struggles, and I know what they come from and how they turned out. So, you know, they're doing real good. So I respect it.
Perfect. So last but not least, what is the longest time you ever been broke?
Woo. That kind of question, it's not the longest time. It's about getting it and losing it again, getting it and losing it again, getting it and losing it again. It happens. But it's all about how you bounce back from that situation when you do go broke. I mean, it can happen several times, and it's a learning experience. If you don't learn from it, you wasted your time. Right. Just never make the same mistake twice. So I would say a good 4 or 5 months to where I was struggling real hard. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't where I'm want to be today, but I know not to make the same mistake that got me in them positions.
Right.
I would say maybe a 5-6 month run where I was kind of hurting at one time. But, you know, I'm still here.
Okay. Dopeness.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got some things in the works right now. Tell fans about what you got going on and what we waiting for.
Well, I have a Bay Day EP that's available on all platforms right now. I have a single with OJ the Juice Man that's available on all platforms right now. And I don't know if you heard this girl out of Memphis, Juicy Fruit. She's making a lot of noise right now. Shout out Juicy Fruit. I have a new single with her called Sneaky Link that's out right now, available on all platforms. Let me see. Working on a Beta 2 EP. I'm working on another EP, Bay to the A. We have a part 1 out with my homie T-Rock from Atlanta. That's available on all platforms right now. And we're working on a part 2 of that right now. Working on my new album, You're the Underdog, maybe this fall or top of 2022. Me and Lil Chat is working on a collab EP coming up, so that's coming soon. Like I was telling homie, man, I just try to stay working, and wherever a song fit, I just put it there. I just try to, keep working on my craft and stay fresh. And because like I told him, these young niggas out here coming for your neck. So I just, by me being an older OG, I'm just trying to stay afloat and let them know I'm still doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's going on. And also I'm really getting into more of I think I'm going to start working on a few new movies of my own. So I'm really going to try to utilize what the Oscar really for. So I think I'm really talented in acting and writing scripts. So I'm really going to get more serious about translating or just elevating to my next calling, I think. So I'm going to try to go that way. So I'm kind of writing a couple scripts, a couple comedies. A lot of folks don't know I'm really good at the comedy thing. So I can do that. I know I'm serious, but trust me. So I know I'm different when it comes to that. So I'm really trying to get more behind the camera. I've been in front of the camera all my life, so I'm trying to get behind the camera and do some work that way too.
Perfect. Well, I wish you safe travels on the journey. Blessings. And I really appreciate you taking the time out to sit and talk to me and answer all my questions.
Man, no problem. I thank y'all for shout out to, I don't know if you know Ike Miles, shout out him because he really told me about y'all and told me what was up. So, it wasn't hard to make the decision. So I appreciate y'all leveling up and let me know and getting with your boy and let me speak my side. I really appreciate that. Humble.
Of course. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'll be ATL soon, so I'm going to get with you.
Of course.
All right, 100. We good?
Good. All righty, y'all. That was definitely a dope interview, okay? Dope as it can ever be. We got another OG in the building, all the way from Compton, okay? All the way from Cali, the big C. We got Geno Boss. You heard his name in the streets. I know you did. So we got him coming up. And listen, it's been definitely a great show, guys. I'm so excited and so happy that you guys are watching and viewing, and just give me your feedback. If you want to hear somebody and their story, don't be afraid to just write a little DM, write a little comment, okay? Because we are going after the people you know and love right here on the Zurisha show. So listen, guys, 4th of July is coming up, okay? 4th of July is coming up, and I don't know if y'all celebrate it, but I'm celebrating it, okay? I didn't really celebrate it last year because of all the commotion going on. I didn't celebrate it the year before. I'm more of a Juneteenth kind of gal, but I feel like everybody here is really enjoying the summer feels, I guess. Winter is cold, and I feel like I'm gonna enjoy barbecues now that I wasn't able to enjoy it in the winter. If you guys don't know, and if you guys wasn't listening, I am a Florida girl, Miami girl, and I love just the sun, okay, and a good barbecue. So I think I'm gonna take advantage of July 4th and everything that it got going on. You feel me? I think my favorite thing to eat is probably what is it? Ribs. Okay. But Let me know your favorite thing to eat, okay? Because I'm here to listen and I'm here with y'all. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce the next OG we got in the BD. We got Geno Boss. What's good? Geno Boss, your mic is on mute. I can't see you.
Hey. Hey.
How's it going? How's it going?
This is life in the Uber, you know?
Life in the Uber. Doing boss things.
That part. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm so thankful that you came here, chopping it up with me. And I'm so honored to, talk to you. Get to know you a little better.
Me too, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man. You have such a wonderful smile on this great Saturday. Shout out to NeverLeveled and shout out to Miss Zurisha.
Thank you. All the way from Compton. How's it going over there? I know everybody, like I said, I say this to everybody. Everybody knows your story. Everybody knows the music story. I'm trying to get to know you as a person and more of your personality. So first thing I want to ask you is about your first record deal that you got when you was only a teenager.
Absolutely. Me and my brother, we had got on the bus, man. We went to Oakland, you know what I'm saying? And we met up with CNH, Chris Hicks, True Down, the Loonies in them, and long story short, we had done a bunch of compilations and all of that, got a record deal with them, and like they was popping at the time, platinum, movies and theaters and all that kind of stuff. So like we got on with a good wave, and then from there, we got signed to Ruthless Records, you know what I'm saying? And it was a good time to be alive, you know what I mean? It was a good time to be alive.
Definitely. And tell me, what were some obstacles that you had to go through being a teen and not being in high school and actually, being in the music game?
I guess maturity, you know what I'm saying? Like my life wasn't so sweet for the record deal, you know what I mean? So I had to go from like the wolves in the streets, you know what I mean? And we grow up like with PTSD, you know what I mean? Like we always have to watch over our back, and you know what I'm saying? But it's a whole lot different when you looking for meals and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing was maturity. Once I had a roof over my head and I had food in my stomach, I had to get mature because all the worms and snakes is in the game,
Definitely. And speak about that maturity. What is one thing that you changed about yourself, or the first thing you changed about yourself once you were trying to man up?
I learned how to respect people. You know what I mean? Like respect was huge. Like that's what I can say. Respect was the biggest thing that I learned. I saw people be disrespectful and what you get from that. And I saw people be respectful, and I saw what you got from that. You know what I mean? So, like, right. Respect was a huge thing that I learned. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm going to ask you something that's going to maybe trigger your memory just a little bit. When you hear the song 5 on it, where does it take you back to?
East Oakland. East Oakland. 9822 Bernhardt in Brookfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, it take me to East Oakland. Like, it take me to East Oakland, straight up. Yep. They're my guys,
Definitely.
Shout out Numb, you know what I mean? That take me exactly to East Oakland.
Okay. And you still in the game from the Stomped in the Streets era compared to the digital era? What are some things that you do now that market wise that are different and networking wise that are different?
Well, I mean, really just maximizing technology. You know what I'm saying? I suggest all artists or all entrepreneurs get their QR codes together. You have to be able to be places that you're not. Same way like back in the day, you used to get your CDs, or like people still do flyers. It's so that they can be present somewhere, you know what I mean, without being there. You know what I mean? And It's like you got to get your posters with your QR codes and all of that. Like, but that's the biggest thing, allowing it to be on people's convenience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important to let it be convenient for people. It's kind of like how you can go to Spotify or whatever and play the music when you ready. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's, but I just been taking it back. I've been renting out some bus benches and all the kind of stuff we used to do, but now it's like you put a big QR code on there and people will be at the stoplight and they can just scan and get your product right there. You know what I mean? Right. So really maximizing that technology, that's been my biggest,
Definitely. And your music writing style, you always write about things like they're relating to you. You keep music like a diary. I want to ask you, what song have you wrote that you're most attached to?
Mama.
Why?
I wrote a song for mother after she passed away. So like it was more or less like a letter, you know what I mean? Rather than like a song. It was like me getting to like say goodbye to her. Like it was, I got sick, it was sudden, you know what I mean? And I'm in Compton, man, just thinking I gotta get all this money to help her, right? Not knowing how valuable the time was, you know what I'm saying? So the next time I really saw my mother, she couldn't speak to me, So like I had a tough time dealing with that. So when I finally when I was finally able to grasp what happened, then I wrote her a letter and it turned into a song, So I think that's the song I'm most proud of,
Okay. You speak about that song a lot in your interviews, so I would expect that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like the public knows your life, and the amazing things you've done within your career, but you have a lot of other stuff going on in the works.
Absolutely. Well, me and my partners, we trying to keep the world safe. So we have a mask business. It's called Team Quarantine. And you can get their Team Quarantines out of there, getting kind of masks that you need for like daily life or for traveling or what have you. That's our first thing. We wanted to have like an affordable amount of masks and PPE equipment for our people.
Okay.
Everybody else is welcome, but we wanted to make sure we take care of our own. You know what I mean? And I have a clothing line, which is Bubbly Clothing. That's been doing real well. Bubbly's almost a year old now. We've been doing, yeah, absolutely. Let me see if I got some Bubbly. But that's the baby right now. Bubbly is the baby right now.
Perfect. So I do a little thing on most of my interviews where I get to know how you are, personality wise, and in real life. I'm gonna ask you a little bit of unorthodox questions.
Okay.
You can plead the fifth. It's called plead the fifth. So anything you don't want to answer or you probably don't remember, you can always plead the fifth for it. So you ready?
I'm born ready.
Okay. So the first thing I want to ask you is, how were you introduced to weed?
First time I smoked weed was with my brother Big Eric. What's up, Big E? Yup, I'm on here snitching online. Big E, the first time I smoked with Big E, we was leaving a party. It was fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I want to know the strip club chronicles. What was the most craziest, most best night you've had at the strip club with your boys?
Oh, with my boys. I've done a few bachelor parties, you know what I mean? And like literally left the club and went to the casino and, had a blast and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? We had the whole VIP section off for, and they closed the curtain and, But we had us some good times. You know what I'm saying? I lived. I used to have a crib with my brothers in Lawrenceville. You know what I'm saying? So we had some crazy days out there in the A too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. We had some crazy days in the A too. Awesome.
Okay. What is the most traumatic thing you ever seen with your own eyes?
Oh, death, murder.
In front of your face?
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. Just because it's so sudden, like I've been at car meets. I've been at the swap meet. I didn't, just been at the street. I've been at the store. You know what I mean? Like you literally walk past somebody and I remember when I was 13, my homie Nathaniel was shot at a party, and like that was the first time like it was really like one of my friends, and I was up close. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, R.I.P. my homie Nathaniel. Like that was the first time though.
Wow. Another question is, what kind of PTSD moments have you had that affected your real life as far as relationships go?
I mean, I dodged a few bullets. I've had pistols in my face, in my mouth, everything. But it was kind of like on the grounds of it takes a boy, like an innocent kid, and it literally turns into a monster. There's some, it makes you treat people and react a certain way with people, because you got this certain level of revenge on your mind. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to get that person back, but it's almost like that'll never happen to me again, kind of thing. So I guess that was it. The first time I got like a gun, I was like, okay, that's not gonna happen.
Oh my, that's
crazy. The streets are unapologetic. So you know that.
Okay, and this question is, the last question is, what is your favorite thing to go and eat in Compton?
To go and eat in Compton, probably my personal favorite is probably one of the fish markets. Ain't nothing like the Compton Fish Market. The one on Greenleaf go up. In Compton, I like Billionaire Burger Boys. They go up. You know what I mean? They got the little surf and turf burger that goes up. Big Man, and I go to Big Man truck. My cousin Big Man, he got the super huge hot dogs and pastrami dogs and all of that. So like some of my personal spots. Those are three of my personal spots right there.
Oh, okay, perfect. Wow. I appreciate you coming here, chopping it up with me. Let us know what you have for the fans, what's coming on, what's going on before you go.
10kclothing.com. That's it. 10kclothing.com. Bubbly Clothing is the name of the brand. Maybe we can get together and do a couple of do a few giveaways through the show. You know what I'm saying? You come up with some criteria and we give something away every week. You know what I mean? I support your show. I support you being a boss. I see you got a few other things you got going on that we need to talk about too. You know what I mean? And see how we can do some business, and we support you.
Of course, definitely. The Zurisha Show supports you too and everything that you got going on. Stay blessed on your road. Stay safe on the road. I know you busy right now, taking your time to talk to me, and I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? I definitely will be back, I'm sure.
Thank you so much.
And there's nothing but love and respect. You in the A, right?
Yes.
Okay, when I come to the A, you got to bring me somewhere to eat.
Okay.
Bring me somewhere your favorite spots. Like you gotta show, we used to go to Gladys Knight back in the day when I lived out there, But you gotta show me, you gotta turn me on to something. I'll bring you lots of puppy. But it was nothing but a pleasure, man, and thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Much love and respect.
Respect.
All right, peace.
Peace. If you guys don't know, now you know. You are watching the Zurisha Show, where we always interview the people you know and love. And definitely make sure you download any type of things we got going on, okay? Make sure you go check out the YouTube, check out the website, go download the channel on Roku, Fire Stick, and all that, Never Leveled TV. And definitely follow me on Instagram, Zurisha. And you can follow me. You can definitely let us know who you want to see on the Zurisha Show. So definitely thank you guys for watching, and see you till next time.